So with the palette officially launched and 2 weeks since the last episode was uploaded, it seems like the Shane Dawson series with Jeffree Star has finally came to a conclusion. But with this supposed conclusion to the series, a lot of questions have been raised to whether or not Shane Dawson clickbaited us by including the James Charles drama in the trailer for the series, since they never actually covered the James Charles drama within the current 6 episodes that have been released. And luckily we got the answer to all of that and more in a Instagram live stream that Shane Dawson did over on his Instagram, of course. It was about 45 minutes long, but I've condensed it into a 10-minute package for you guys to watch. Here's what he has to say.
So I started this series a long time ago. My thought was, okay, people that watch me aren't going to care about makeup. I really want to do this because I am so obsessed. I mean, you guys know, I've been obsessed with Jeffree and how his business works and how his brain works, and I've wanted to do a series about that since the first one. But I was like, well, people aren't going to care, so I have to make a drama, right? I kind of mapped it out in my head. I'm like, okay, I'll do a series where I infiltrate the beauty world, like Mean Girls. So that's how it started. And I was like, and then the palette will kind of be kind of in the background, kind of just happening. When we actually started talking about making the palette, that's when things got very, very real, and the pressure and just all of it. Then I couldn't help but to let it really take over my life. Then Dramageddon happened. So we filmed it. Andrew filmed the whole thing. In my head, I'm like, this is going to have a good ending, right? Everything I've been a part of, I really, really try to have a good ending. Whether it's in a video or in real life or in anything, right? The Dramageddon stuff kind of started taking a turn. I've known James for a long time. I just met Tati. I had a lot of feelings about everything. I love Jeffree like family. I understand when Jeffree pops off and why he does, and he doesn't do it anymore. The resolution of Dramageddon was good, right? Jeffree didn't post his receipts, and James went to Kylie's skin launch party, and Tati put out a palette, and everybody's good, right? So around September, I was like, what the fuck is this series? It's so much footage, hundreds of hours of footage. It's all entertaining, but what the hell is this series? And are people going to care about the palette? I don't think they're going to care about the palette. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So then I made the trailer. The trailer I actually edited in fucking March or something. I don't know, a long time ago. And I loved the trailer. And I knew the Dramageddon stuff was in the trailer. My whole thing was okay, whenever the drama episode comes, I'm going to have a message and a point. The message is egos, jealousy, entitlement, narcissism, and everything you could imagine, right, in the beauty world, in one thing, by all the people at the same time. Keeping it real. And they all, I think, realized that, and then were like, hello? Last time I remember doing that. And I think everybody has grown immensely from that situation. So I was like, okay, well, I'll have the moral be about that, and about just the mistakes, what they learned, the growth from all sides, and then moving on, right? So I kind of shelved that in my head. I have a whole Dramageddon episode edited. It's an hour and a half long. It's fucking insane. It's crazy, whatever, right? I don't think it makes anybody look I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to hurt anyone. So it's very, you know how I do. It's very much that. There's no crazy new information. It's not whatever. It's just kind of me in the world and seeing what happens and everybody kind of fucking up and learning from it and moving on. I sent the trailer to James. I feel like I can say that. I'm very open with everybody. Anytime I talk about anybody in a video or anything, Nikki tutorials, anybody I've ever talked about or whatever, I always reach out to them first. I always make sure they're okay with it. I always make sure that they know I'm not trying to fuck them over or whatever. So sent James a trailer. He obviously was scared and oh my God, I just got over this. I don't want to deal with this again. What? But he trusted me, and I was like, trust me. And he was like, okay, I trust you. So then the series comes out, and I was shocked at how the first episode went, and even more shocked at how the second episode went, and the fact that people actually gave a fuck about the business stuff. Then on top of that, I felt with the Nikki tutorials thing and with other things that were mentioned and Jeffree talking about knowing my worth and all of that stuff, it kind of healed things a little bit in the beauty world. It kind of connected people. I feel like everybody kind of came together a little bit and watched it and got something out of it, and we're and all across the board, right? I feel like everybody was kind of yeah, we've all been kind of getting fucked over by a lot of companies. And like, yeah, all these beauty gurus can hate each other and talk shit and, you know, all that stuff. But I think at the end of the day, we all started this for the same reason. So I think it kind of brought everybody together a little bit. So then I was like, fuck. Because then it was like, oh, all the drama and tea. And it's not just the James stuff. I mean, I had like, you know, just all this stuff with this whole storyline about Morgan and all this stuff and all these storylines about beauty gurus and how they're all the worst and how they're all like assholes. I had 3 episodes about that. And I was like, okay, I don't want to post these. Fuck. Because all the people that I kind of maybe threw some shade at are watching the series and they all are getting something out of it and they're all like touched by it and it's bringing people together. I don't want to fuck this up. Like, fuck. So then I'm like, okay. So then I reformatted everything. I'm like, okay, I'm going to focus more on the business stuff and more about me and my life and me and Ryland and Jeffree's life and the break-in. There was so many other things to tackle. I'm like, I'm going to put all the drama stuff off to the side for a second. So I started tackling the other stuff. And then that started going over well. And then people loved seeing the break-in and the proposal and all these things that I wasn't even going to put in the series. And people were like connecting to that. Then it's like, oh, launch day is November 1st, which I already knew, right? This series was supposed to be 2 episodes a week for 10 episodes. It was supposed to be 10 episodes. And I had 10 episodes edited. No music, but edited, right? So I went into this being like, oh, I'm ahead of schedule. Didn't happen. So then the fucking launch was coming. And I'm like, I have to reveal the palette before the fucking launch. Oh my God, I have to show this. I have to show the samples. I have to show that mess. I have to show the actual palette. I have all these things I have to show on the launches in 2 weeks. Fuck. So then it was okay. I'm putting everything off until, and I'll figure it out. I don't want to cause a shitstorm. I don't want to... James and Tati and Tati's palette and all these things are happening and I'm just like, I'm not doing this because like, what am I going to do? Fucking put up a drama episode and then like rush together some epic reveal video and then like, that's weird. And then there's a whole other thing we filmed about a makeup conspiracy, which is so cool and I love it. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I just wanted to enjoy the launch. And now I'm feeling like stressed because I feel like that last video felt like the end. It felt like a finale to me. It evolved, and I don't really know what to do. I know you guys want to see the drama again and stuff. I trust myself, and I know that if I was to do it, it wouldn't cause a shitstorm. I would obviously talk to everybody involved and make sure everybody's okay, and nothing feels as meaningful as that last episode did. And us crying in the factory. That to me was like the best moment of my whole life. And I wanted to address this because I see a lot of people saying, you put the drama in the trailer and you weren't going to put it in the series and you only did that to clickbait. No, I was going to put it in the series. It was going to be 2 episodes. It was going to be crazy. It was going to be like a whole thing. And it was going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm in the drama world. Like, that wasn't clickbait. That was real. Then people are like, oh, well, you didn't put the drama before the launch because you didn't want to affect sales. No, it wouldn't have affected sales. Everybody knows what happened. I didn't want to post 3 videos in a week and kind of half-ass it because things changed so much. If I'm going to do the drama again and stuff, I need to reformat it and do it right. And it's going to be 1 episode, and I'm going to do the time jumping thing, and I want it to actually mean something, and I want more resolution, and all these things, and there just wasn't time for it. The launch was, like, coming up. So, if I don't post any of the drama stuff, people are going to be like, you clickbaited, or, you know, you lied. If I do post the drama stuff, why are you bringing up old stuff? You're an asshole. If I just post the launch, people are going to be like, where's the drama? If I don't post the launch, people are going to be like, wait, you said 9 episodes. It's like, I literally can't win. I should have never put the drama in the trailer. I should have never done that. And I did it because it was what I thought the series was. I thought for sure that this series was going to be a nightmare because I thought every episode I posted was going to be drama and I was going to have to like hide from Twitter and it was going to be like a mess. And that didn't happen. It was the opposite. People like really were engaged and like happy and liked watching it. So that was already crazy. So I think I just don't want to lose that feeling of like happy. I feel happy. I've been editing all week and today I kind of had that feeling of like, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I editing anymore? Because people are like, there's 3 more episodes. I'm like, no, there's not. Like, I have enough for 10 more episodes, but like, this is like, this puppy feels like, this needs to be done. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to take a break because that feels weird. I haven't felt like this since the Jake Paul series. I feel like the Jake Paul series took a turn too, and that was like the hardest time I think I've ever had in my whole YouTube life, of like dealing with so many people coming at me at the same time, and people were mad about so many things. And then I was like, oh God. And then it was such a mess. I'm so proud of that series, but that series, you know how they say like a president, they're like, oh, a president, like when they're a president, they lose 10 years of their life. That's how Jake Paul's series felt to me. So it's like my gut is telling me, just wait, just keep editing, see where it goes, figure it out. But then my brain is like, well, I have to post soon, because it would be weird if I didn't post. Like, what the fuck? People are gonna not care at all if I don't post something soon. So that's the other thing too. It's like, we did a whole conspiracy, and then there's the drama, and then there was the launch, and then there was our house. We had a whole break-in situation that is insane. So it's like, there is so much that I could post, but none of it feels right now. I feel like when I started doing this, it was like very crazy, and now it kind of feels chill. I know that sounds weird, but it feels kind of chill. Everybody feels kind of like, I feel like everybody was exposed for being kind of the worst, and like their narcissism was like full-blown, like, here it is. And then I think it was like a lot of like, oh, oops. And now I feel like everybody's like chill and just doing better. So there's also this weird thing too, where I'm like just kind of re-showing what happened without a bigger resolution. Feels weird, but also I'm so tired. I don't have time for that. I can't get on a Segway and roll it over to James' house and roll over to Tati's house and be like, let's do Oprah. Like, I think I'm just tired.
So a very interesting stream from Shane Dawson, to say the least. I'm glad he made this, because I was starting to feel like I've been lied to as the series progressed, as the drama stuff was the thing I was looking most forward to as I continued to watch the series. And by the end of it, I was pretty disappointed that none of that actually came to fruition in the series. But with Shane explaining his thought process, I think it makes a lot more sense why the drama wasn't in the series, and honestly, I understand his reasoning. But it's still unclear if we actually are going to get these drama episodes eventually released, especially considering that it's already done. It kind of makes no sense to just sit on it. And luckily, a couple days after this Instagram live stream happened, we actually got an answer to whether or not the James Charles stuff is going to be in the series going forward. Because Jeffree Star uploaded a video talking about it on his channel, and this is what he had to say.
Okay, so a few days ago, Shane went on Instagram Live, and he just talked about what is next for the series. You know, he kind of referenced there would be like maybe 9 episodes, which we never really agreed or said was going to happen. He just kind of said that, and then as he was going, he was like, I want to spend more time on the edits, make this really, really epic. So we went from 2 episodes a week to 1, which I thought was really smart, because everyone got to really see it, enjoy it. So yesterday there was some tea, because everyone was like, okay, well, we're split down the middle. Half of the people wanted to see drama and things that were referenced in the trailer. Now that the launch is over and we're 6 episodes in, me and Shane were kind of like, is that stuff like irrelevant? I know that it's in the trailer, but it's been so long now. Half the people want to know, half the people are like, Shane, are you clickbaiting everyone? Are you just not going to talk about it anymore? And we are really on the fence. So I think it's time to really just address it all in the series and really just dive in and talk about it, because if we don't, people are going to say, oh, y'all tried to reel us in, da 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 da. So I really think that, you know, let Shane follow his gut. We have nothing to hide. Obviously, Shane has been living in the beauty community for a year now, and he has seen a lot, honey. And I think it would be cool to get his perspective on a bunch of things. So
I think this is the right move. It makes no sense to put it in the trailer and then not put it in the series. And as Shane said in his Instagram live stream, I'm confident he can present it in a way without causing any more shit. But what's interesting to me is that Jeffree Star really came out the loser in this situation, sending those horrible messages to James Charles, and then saying that he's going to come out with a bunch of receipts proving James is a predator, only to back out of it a couple days later. It seems really strange that Jeffree is 100% confident in whatever Shane is going to release regarding this situation. To me, that indicates that either Shane is going to downplay or hide some of the stuff Jeffree did, or Jeffree is confident that Shane is going to make him look good regardless. Either way, I'm very interested to see how that aspect of this in particular plays out. Because Jeffree Star falsely accusing James Charles of being a sexual predator is no light accusation. It's not funny drama, it's not tea, it's some serious stuff. So I'm very interested to see how they approach that when it's eventually talked about on Shane's channel. And once that video comes out, I will be here to talk about it in full. So if you want to make sure you don't miss that, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. Also follow my Twitter for any immediate updates that you might want to see. Thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you in another video.